Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Victoria 3, welcome back to our Mexican Republic in the year 1902, and welcome back to this fired up and very revolutionary situation where we find ourselves in. The revolution to enact the Council Republic has come to really high progress, and it is close that we end up in a civil war or not. And I've gave you some time to answer my question how to continue. Unfortunately, I didn't get really so much feedback, and also my studies on the topic, I didn't want to try stuff out. I would find this boring. On revolutions, I'm a little bit not scared that we're gonna ruin Mexico too much, and it would have been probably amazing for the action and also for my clickbaity titles that I could use to actually have a revolution going on. However, maybe we're gonna go there to, let's say, soft socialism later. At the moment, this way is just too extreme, because I kind of want to remind you at the moment, if we would switch over here, even the intelligentsia somehow through a leadership shift, despite being called the Communist Party, they would hate it right now. So the only ones being happy would be a quarter of the population, the workforce, and the rest would radicalize, which will not end up nicely. For this reason, I've decided to postpone it. However, I also don't want to fight with this annoyingly conservative party that came back into power, and because still we're planning to have our welfare hippie, wonderful Mexican state. At least we try to get there. So one thing I can do to, let's see, prevail a peaceful government for the moment is something I want to do here. I'm gonna probably go towards not this one. Propertied women. It only has a 6% chance to progress. However, it would radicalize the church, but they're small, and at the same time it would de-radicalize the union workers and the intelligentsia, so probably stopping our revolution and bringing a little bit of peace. I don't know if we can pass this and what would happen in the meantime, but it would stall the revolution, and at least then we could wait for changes in characters, stances, and so forth. Another option we'd have would be the child labor, restricted child labor option. That would definitely help us out again with the intelligentsia and the trade unions. However, would radicalize also the industrialists, while taking down the rural folk also very low. For this reason, this is too scary for the moment. I'm trying to go the way that I just mentioned and actually give women some rights. So therefore, let's try to go for propertied women with a 6% enactment chance. But let's see how this is going to affect us. As you see, we should see. Okay, it doesn't radicalize it does radicalize only the Catholic Church, and let's see how this is going to affect us. I'm pretty sure that the revolution progress will be stalled and go down with this setup. Something else just before we get in, which started this. Let's just talking a little bit. Let's do this, by the way, here a bit while I talk. As a disclaimer, we are in June when I'm recording this already, so we're getting closer and closer to the Spheres of Influence DLC, and I'm really excited for it. Since I'm actually stopping my single player ambitions apart from this to play a little bit of Victoria, because I feel like I don't want to put more time in the current state and rather wait for the DLC to come and hopefully get a fantastic addition to the game. So, saying this, I'll keep on pushing a bit here and hopefully find some time to produce a bit more the next weeks. However, I can't promise still that I will finish this to 1836, because at the moment I definitely want to get to a point that makes sense and would be nice as a finish for our project. However, since Spheres of Influence is just so inviting and changes a lot of things that I was always criticizing about Victoria, I'm absolutely eager to play with that. So guys, if you have like such a love and strong resentment towards these plans and you want to seed Mexico until 1936, let me know. Then it starts strongly raise your voice in the comments, and then I might finish this one also. It depends a bit on you guys, but maybe even on the parallel to a new Sphere of Influence Let's Play, because Victoria is going to be here on the channel at least minimum after Spheres of Influence for one more Let's Play in the near future, but I feel like it should be one of the main parts of this channel. Let me know what you think in the comments, of course, and we shall see. Anyways, let's jump in. Let's get going and see how this is going to change the situation down here. Yeah, Catholic Church at -18. However, the revolution progress -10%, exactly. And there we go. It is gone. So easy. I don't know. All these riots, the war with the state and so forth, yes, things have escalated a bit recently. It costed us a lot of money, so we also have to fight our debts a bit. Let's see how we can do that. At the moment, it's looking good. Now with the... This made a huge difference, I guess, that the industrial organizers are back in, and instead of the throughput minus, now we have a surplus or the extra 10%. So really, really great. Yeah, this is a little bit annoying. Sure, here the industrialists should be back into... Is there any chance we're going there soon? +3 through the guaranteed liberties to National Guard, okay. We do have a National Guard at the moment, yeah. So let's see how this is going to turn out. I don't know how we're gonna... I mean, I could moderate them, but to be honest, I don't wanna... Yeah, put too much effort, right? And let's see, let's observe this, and if they just say radical like this, I can live with the situation. And they're just 10%. I feel like it's just too few to really start a revolution. Yeah. I was really scared. Yeah, I was observing the comments, and I haven't played since the last recording for at least a week or something, and then I jumped in, wanted to get an overview of what we can do, and was really scared of this revolutionary situation until I found this one, and this was pretty easy. And we get a number of Finns coming in. That's great. Yeah, the Finnish are one of my most... I have a good Finnish friend, so therefore contacts to Finland, and I'm always... enjoying so if you're from Finland, very much welcome to my channel. Kiitos. I'm always very much amused by Finnish memes and people. They're always fantastic. Very dry humor, very cool ideas. So very much welcome the Finns in Mexico. Funny story, I've been actually in Yucatan, where the Finns are migrating to. It's also my only time I visited Mexico in real life, and I got with my Finnish friend, and we got dropped by the police over there. So it might foreshadow future events. The Finns will absolutely feel fine here. Getting Swiss. Okay. The migration is still insane here. We're having, even without the property rights. But before that, we have a hysterical claim. An event regarding the propertied women rights. A recently published paper on hysteria in women has been gaining traction in the medical community. By the way, let's keep it going. Paper is being used as anti-women's right propaganda against the propertied women law. There's no real evidence that hysteria is any more prevalent in women than it is in men, but some reason we are the ones who keep getting diagnosed with it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, with 6%, we even have to... I think we have to go for this despite the setback, but 6% is just too little to see any progress. And holy... what? We have a Welsh uprising? And maybe I keep on forgetting also about... Okay, they still have the... Okay, they went back, they were an oligarchy, right? The Brits, but they brought the parliament back. But are the Welsh not being... I would have to check it out. Is there any Welsh people here? Are they being... With national supremacy, they should not be probably here... Heritage culture trade with any primary culture. Let's see. But there's even 50% English people living here. They're Anglophone Celtic European heritage. I mean, this Anglophone... No, they should not be discriminated, the Welsh. I'm really surprised about this uprising. Haven't seen this basically ever. Spaniards over here in the okay. In West Africa, we don't care too much. Also with the Welsh, I mean, we can try to be a little bit... Yeah, let's try to pretend to be great friends with the Brits. They betrayed us before, at least we feel like it. But we might need it at some point. How do we gonna continue with the research? Haven't really had a look into that, to be honest. In this case, maybe I'm gonna be actually... a little bit roleplay, not because we just apparently the women in this revolutionary situation in the beginning of 20th century feel really suppressed here, since men are just causing war and revolution, and maybe feminism is pumping through now. Combustion engine. Combustion engine allows fuel to be turned directly into mechanical power based on combustion taking place inside the engine constantly. So vehicle industries is possible. Couple of things down here. Yeah, but I think we don't have the capacity right now to do it. Well, we're building up oil. Let's see how this goes. We can stop oil imports in this case. Also some... Let's cancel some of the not so profitable trade routes and see if we... Yeah, motors is always a thing. German motors and other Welsh motors, yeah. Definitely. But from this, industrially speaking, I'm really feeling kind of happy. We have such a balanced economy somehow. I mean, we're trading also a lot, but nothing is really super expensive. Oh. Totally missed that we're in a bureaucracy deficit. Didn't see that coming. Maybe you can do something. Where's this coming from? Maybe we just lost the... Oh, we went to study, okay. Maybe we've just... And, ooh! Somehow the Intelligentsia is back in the plus. And, yeah, slowly industry is coming back. So again, it's just the church that's the haters. And I think we had a situation like this before. How's our new oil buildings doing? I think kind of, yeah. So is oil already a thing? No, not that much, but it's coming. Good moment for us to jump into the oil game. I wanted to look at the government administration. Okay, nothing can be done over here. Karen are probably again Burmese, okay. Yeah, I wonder, oh my god, this migration doesn't stop, it's even increasing, and probably it's just from the growing population, so let's see where we have to act. Veracruz. Yeah, okay, if we build basically in Lua, I have to stop one more. In the end we can... build one in every single state. And we've got the booming oil industry. Recent expansion of the oil rigs in Rio Grande has boosted confidence in Mexico's future as an oil producer. Our ancestors had been machines powered by a black flammable liquid bursting forth from the earth. They could surely have called our technological marvels the work of the devil. Thank God we live in such enlightened times. Oh, so enlightened this. Every single drop, and Mongols are coming from the Heavenly Kingdom. Interesting, by the way, we do see the Heavenly Kingdom apparently doing what I would have recommended them for quite a while. They are reconstructing slowly here China. Didn't we? Yeah, we had this kind of thing, possession in China. I forgot, it's somehow fired, right? But we do not have a possession in China. No. By the way, we turned into a great power. Before France. Yeah, France is the big loser of this very playthrough, I would say. Because they have the emperor, oligarchy, no democracy, censorship. They turned back every single thing. I wonder how they can still live with this very flag. It doesn't make any sense since they basically dismantle all achievements of the French Revolution, I assume. Kinda. But also they dismantle every economical growth. Whoa, holy moly, we had 73. Still before the US, yeah. And population-wise, we're slowly catching up. Yeah, this is a disaster still. I mean, in this case, sure, they have a strong opponent in terms of Mexico or us, but... Yeah, but... I often see these states kind of underperform, to be honest. And by the way, since underperforming, I also don't want to waste too many taxes that we have to pay back. Yeah, missed out taxes. Where can we see this again? 5%. This can be quite a lot. So I'm going to prioritize them. However, this will cost us, of course, the lovely... The lovely investment force, not going to be used for the government administration, but yeah, That's why I don't know, for the consistency, I always like to shuffle in a couple of regular buildings when I build government buildings, so the investment for isn't too drastically harmed, let's say. Or it's more evened out, flattened out, and then don't... Otherwise, sometimes I feel like, or not me at least, I tend to make rush decisions when I just see a flat minus up there. I tend to change things, and in the end, now I learned over this is something, with you guys, that I have more of a look of the changes over here, but still. Yeah, it's just one of my things I do. I like to shuffle them in. How's the property women going on? Let's basically go back, by the way, go back to 4. So we have something going on. Our privates are building explosives, motor industries, and chemical plants, okay. Are they new? Did we build chemical plants before? No, it's our first ones, right? No, in Sinaloa, maybe. They're doing silk, right? No, dyes. Silk is coming with Ryan, okay. A little bit odd. Nothing I would necessarily have built, but okay. Yeah, Church, what are you gonna do? Maybe I shouldn't provoke them too much, since in the end suddenly we have another revolution incoming. Something I wanted to have a look at maybe is... Korea people. Okay, explosives, maybe you can go hard here in the vacuum. Yeah, let's go fire. The urban centers. A quick look what can be done over here. Yeah, it's can put streetlights out. Let's have a quick look how the situation looks like in terms of services, because if the services are really bad, sometimes it really makes sense to kind of micro manage this a bit. But here, so we could go for example here for covered markets, so then they make losses but they have more services. And I think like the map is a great tool for doing this, to having a little bit of this overview, since by the colors you could easily detect like the ones where the services are lower, high priced. In the meantime, stuff is happening. I should go back in a second. I will be back in a second. Okay, we changed already stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's not... military catch-up completed. Yeah. It's okay, maybe there was nothing. We just got a bonus for not having the modern army yet. But we got crooked connections. Debate for the enactment of propertied women. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding propertied women, Enrique de Ampudia of the landowners has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. A few words in the right ears is all I'm asking for. Everything within the bounds of the law, of course, although I cannot guarantee you our opponents in this matter will view such action with much glee. No, let's do it. The church... It's not like we're gonna get the church placated very easily soon. What was this? The French rival the Swiss. Okay, this is kind of... What is going on in Europe? Tuscany here, also kind of fascinating. The Habsburgo Toscana. So actually we have Habsburgs still in Tuscany. Okay. Are they part of the Austrians? Are they allied with the Austrians? Not at all. But somehow here they have a defensive pact with the rest. Okay, Papal States and Sardinia, but not with the Sicilies. Yeah, and somehow they swallowed up Venetia and Lombardy from... This must have been San Marco. I think I remember that I was trading with San Marco, the Venetians. And it's actually... Once I'm already here, we could improve our relations to the Italians, actually. Why not? Super interesting. We can, but while we're on it, I think at the moment we have such peaceful, not revolutionary times. Just some, police a little bit upset, but that's it, right? Let's stroll a bit over the map here. Okay, the main interesting yeah, call me call me Eurocentric, arrogant. Maybe I am, but yeah, I don't know. Looking at these fractured colonial empires in some states over here in Africa, isn't that interesting? I mean, China is super fascinating. However, I really expected quicker unification. Uiguristan, that's fascinating. Did they swallow up here Qinghai? Claims of the Heavenly Kingdom. Oh, they have claims on everything. Okay, Uiguristan has developed over here as a Sunni Uyghur state. Okay, cool. Got Mongolia, Manchu, Mahayana Buddhism. Gelugpa, what's that? Is it like the tribal? No, Eastern. Shibai, Han and Mahayana. Here have Manchu and Mahayana. Han and Tibetan. Han, Mahayana. Protestant, Han and Hakka, okay. Yes, and then here, Great Britain taking here these huge chunks here in southern Japan. Also said that rarely, like, I feel like Japan manages to industrialize. I don't know if it's just part also of if the mod makes it more difficult for them actually. Yeah. Dutch East Indies. For university, I'm just preparing something on topic of the East India Company actually, and I was and also informed myself a bit about the VOC, the Dutch one, and I kind of had the feeling that Victoria was starting with the VOC around, but maybe it's just the East Indies and they mixed it up because I thought they were still existent, but actually in history they were like dissolved during Napoleonic occupation to the Republic of Batavia. So maybe I had just a misunderstanding from Victoria, or Victoria had made a mistake. I'm gonna check it out with my next single player start, or you let me know. Since I would be surprised if there was wrong, or we have it down here. Research done by Paradox in this case. I feel like it doesn't happen very often. Anyways, newspapers offers support. The editor of the Mexican Observer has come forward and offered to support the property women law if we help them out with some funding. Having articles written in support of it day in day out obviously is a boom. The true advantage though is not having articles written against it. This is great. Yeah, come on, let's do it. We kind of really need this piece. The law, the effects of the law are secondary, of course, for our idea. We need more women rights. There's no doubt about this. In the moment, they just guarantee our peace, and somehow we have suddenly this massive revenue. Yeah, radicalism still goes up, which is a sad thing. The conscription center where we could turn up here. How's the oil actually doing? Can we sell it somewhere? Is anybody buying our oil yet? Because I think we can definitely... Oh. I think I want to sell it mainly, right? Yeah, let's stop importing. Let's go in the middle position at the moment, so we can see maybe the little import here from Peru is still working. They are importing actively to us, but yeah, but seems like there's a market, and oil is of course huge welfare bonus, so a grant. Let's yeah, max it out as soon as possible, definitely. What's going on over here? We've got another uprising. No, this is actually aggression. Carta, yeah, whatever. Who cares? And the Welsh uprising? Okay, it has ended already. I would have surprised if the Welsh would survive, especially since do they have any real competitor, the Brits? Yeah, Germany maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're heavily outperformed by the Germans in a lot of ways. Interesting. Wow. That's interesting. German Empire is something we don't see that often. We have Kaiser Oscar von Hohenzollern. I mean, they're very autocratic, which is, I guess, censorship, nothing very modern, but they're making progress at least. Why is France so bad? Free trade and... They have potentially also most of the relevant and even still have Lorraine, right? Oh no, Alsace-Lorraine they lost, but I mean, they have coal, they have everything for at least stable development. I don't know. Desperate allies. Debate event for the enactment of the propertied women. The proposal of propertied women has sat in a deadlock. The landowners have advocated for enlisting Felipe to be as assistance in rallying the intelligentsia in favor of the government. They are upon the cusp of a division. Everyone sees that nobody has a majority yet. One by one, it dawns on them they lose cannons led by the most rabid dog of the bunch, have the votes they need. But who among them... Oh no, here we go. Who among them would be the first to climb off the ivory tower to win their favor? Okay, this might be more interesting. Intelligentsia, oh, they're back in our... Have they changed somehow? Not sure. Yeah, something has changed. Market overtures to the undecided. Could be done. Who's Justo Huarte? General. Head of the landowners, right? Slander the opposition into oblivion. Forge ahead, without them we can't win. I think the make overtures to the undecided is a good idea. In the end, we also, on the long term, we want rather the intelligentsia back in charge, not the conservative party. Where are they feeling? Maybe they're not revolution because they're part of the party, but probably with the next election, the Catholic Church would drop out, I can just imagine. We shall see, we shall see. Our Finns by Finnish migration has stopped, but how many Finns have we living now here, since this was one of my main excitements this very episode. 60k Finnish, okay. Oh no, and we're... Oh, there we go, just talked about it. They will join the fascist party next time. Oh, I didn't even know that we have that the fascist party already has formed. When is the next election? In 180 days. Shall we adjust it then? I mean, only a couple of people, but we can also wait 180 days. I feel in the meantime we're not making any progress here, right? That's the setback. But then let's wait for the... I mean, political situation seems to be stable, and then halfway stable. Then with the election we can see the Liberal Party is going up anyways. Wow. Is this the 30... Where's this coming from, the 30%? I would like to go a little bit back in time. Liberal Party is these guys. How did they go this much down? Maybe in a war? I have no idea. Sometimes the mechanics behind the political system, or who votes for whom. I mean, Max also shuffled a bit to make it even more plausible, or way more plausible than the original vanilla version. So this is one of the main reasons why I'm playing with the mod also. Yeah. Still, how this... Yeah, I mean... I don't want to complain. Okay. Crusade for Change. The ongoing effort to implement propertied women has captured the imagination of Conservative Party, which had added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform. The country yearns for change. For too long we have watched the nation suffer. It is not right to call up for upheaval. Is it not right to call for the changes that are long overdue? I tell you now, we must embrace their future. Yeah, but not with the Conservative Party, guys. People speak, a nation shall listen, yeah. Wow, the success chance really has increased anyways, but now we don't want them up there. 150 days to the elections, basically. Yeah. We won't see them this episode because I feel like we're gonna finish this here and then have a good point once again. How much steel are we using yet? Shall we... I feel like we have a lot of unemployed farmers, right? So there's a lot of workforce potential and we could absolutely speed up. How expensive is the steel? I also want to pay back the bills, but since we can afford this so easily right now, steel is so cheap, guys. Let's go. Let's fully switch to steel frame buildings and push our construction even further. I want to get into the, I mean, in the end, happiness comes also with yeah, satisfaction, or with jobs. As one or the other politician might have learned over time. So, yeah, the 20k difference, I think. I guess we had low taxes before the war, right? This was also a difference where we suddenly and we raised some more taxes, so we could definitely think about abolishing some. Actually, we have minus here, -5 doesn't matter at all. I think I'm gonna keep the situation a little bit like this until we at least get closer to the debt-free zone, or at least close, and then I will definitely get down with the taxes a bit. How much? 10 million. That it's not few, but it's also not. It's doable. This is our This is our construction. Then in the future we have to think about where we're gonna invest next. Why is steel so cheap for us? We're even exporting? Looks like we have surprisingly a huge steel industry now. It's not huge, but solid, I would say. Do we have power plants in Costa Rica? Yeah, I think this is also a time where we should maybe start here. Start in the heartland, electrify the country. How we're gonna do it if we just start, probably gonna do it slow. I'm gonna start here in the center, and then we're gonna branch out. We can bring in electric lights and then see where we have tools, factories. I do this, yeah, I really would like to see it over. I'm actually, apart from being a historian, I work a little bit, or studied, my first studies were in energy economics, so I kind of work in the sector, and yeah, the display here in Victoria is a little bit unsatisfying. The vanilla version, when it came out, I think we just had a unified market for electricity, like basically all other goods, which, yeah, doesn't represent any transport and so forth. But then with the updates, with the local markets, we just suddenly had no transport whatsoever. So basically you need to build in every province a power plant. Yeah, I mean, if they were unified provinces or counties, it would make more sense. But just since these huge differences and assuming, I mean, yeah, that there's no connection between maybe California and Baja California from size-wise makes sense. However, if you look here, yeah, if we have, for example, that Rhode Island is not connected to Connecticut, hard to believe, and that you couldn't centralize this. Yeah, I guess there will be rework in the future as well, because of course the game is growing and hopefully getting better and better. And yeah, I'm still very optimistic for that and like it a lot. While saying this, we reached 1904, and this is a great moment for us to end this very episode. But yeah, we can be happy we managed at least to avoid these super intense situations right now. It's not like best of all times, but the country is recovering politically, and we are waiting the next election in 50 days, and then we should probably push forward some women rights, and then we shall see where we go. Let's see how the Finns affect our country. Probably just for the better. And yeah, then we continue next episode. Yeah. Exactly. And if you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription to support this channel, since this costs you nothing and helps me so much and motivates me a lot. Thank you so much for this. And let me know in the comments how you would like to see this game proceed. As I mentioned in the beginning, shall we do this until 36 by all costs, or rather start a fresh game with the new spheres of influence? Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you would like to see in the future. I'm down for absolute inspirations on which country to pick with spheres of influence. Haven't really thought about it too much, since they bring in, I think, the Great Game of Asia. It would be maybe interesting to go as just maybe with strong house rules with Britain or Russia, or Persia or Ottoman Empire. This might be quite interesting, but we shall see. Let me know what you want, what you think, and most importantly, see you next time in the next episode by your Strategy Wolf.